EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown L.A. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be third down.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit. But how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level. One of the best players in the game.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. This is fielded at the 27. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers getting set to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your...
Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll run with Darkwa. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Reggie Ragland. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
him. No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Got some real estate inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Jameis now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Play fake. Winston. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it second down. A toss play to Hunt. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got it first and goal at the 7. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. His pass caught at the 4. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Butker now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff. And they've got it here with a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Winston now to throw on first down. And, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 35. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen. On first down, Mahomes. Able to get away. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Mahomes to throw on second down. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's Darkwa. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Winston. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a 1st and goal just inside. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Orleans Darkwa with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Mahomes going to throw. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to face a third down. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yard.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Here's Mahomes to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Hunt gets it on the draw from Mahomes. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think a lot of people are a little bit surprised there that they ran the draw after that successful pass play previously. But the thought process had to be, maybe we can catch them rushing the passer and hit something big with the running play.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90. Slow.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no
yardage. Okay.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown to this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Henry. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Now Hunt. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Z.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Second and 10 now from the 27. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Mahomes now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while. What
it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now Darkwa. And fights through one man, finding some room at midfield. And he's into the clear. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Orleans Darkwa, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the 2-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now he's going to let it go deep left side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now here's Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Now Benjamin. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. On the run, Darkwa. And now running right through it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, LA. Orleans Darkwa, 51 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Mahomes now to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Mahomes now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now it's Mahomes again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Mahomes now on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mahomes to throw once more. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Flushed out right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. Touchdown, Chiefs!
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7th. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Hey, sub. Let's go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
And he's got room. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. They'll run again now with Darkwa. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Winston now to throw on first down. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Winston now. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. The All-Pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's a surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped, and they got it done on that play.
And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. To the right side, it's Kelsey. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
On the run, this is Hunt. And some space here. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Green. Green 90. Green 90.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. The bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. E.J. Gaines the one that time to knock it away.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's 3rd down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seam.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Justin Houston in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 94 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jameis now on 1st down. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
2nd down, Winston. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The Chargers on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Working out of the gun, Winston. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll come out in the pistol. Back to throw. Flush to his right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Escaping, and this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2. They'll look to throw, and it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Tyreek Hill on the return. And now here comes Kansas City. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this.
Here we go now.
Mahomes to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Harris. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Back to throw. Mahomes escapes the sack. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. Mahomes. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Slow.
To throw is Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
So out come the Chargers. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He's back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And he's got some space here. 30, 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski
different
was an
things for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables. Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it's just their 2nd loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.